for having me. I'm so happy to be here. And I would like to wish a special thanks to all the organizers and all the OCA contributors. I'm Luis Felipe Miléo, CEO at Camille, Odoo consultant and developer since 2012, maybe version 6 of Odoo. I'm a PSC of Brazilian localization, a delegate member of OCA, and here's the list of my contacts. Please feel free to get in touch if you want. Before we get started, please check this link in the bottom of the slides. Here you're gonna see the full documentation in HTML, and you're gonna have the PDF. That's the same content. If you want the final code and the start code of the project, okay? And in the HTML and PDF, you can see that you can find there are more content. Here you see some tips and some notes that you can go further in the concept that I explained during the training, okay? The agenda is gonna be we're gonna do a small introduction about the Odoo and the Odoo community, if you don't know, and then we're gonna set up the project with Odoo and Docker. Then we go to code a lot, and in the end we end with a question and answers, and that is. If you have any extra question, please feel free to hit me on social network. There's a Discord channel of OCA. You can find me there. Okay, don't be shame. Okay, let's introduce Odoo and Odoo community. The Odoo. Odoo, it's open source ERP and CAM. He has a great framework to create business apps. It uses Python, JavaScript, and PostgreSQL. You can hit the source code here, and there's the technical documentation, the user documentation, and the user training here. There's a lot of good content in all of these links, and there's a great community too, Odoo, that I try to explain a little in the next slides. The Odoo Community Association is a non-profit organization whose mission is to promote the widespread use of Odoo and support the collaborative development of Odoo features. And you can check the Odoo community in this website. There's a lot of reference, and here's the Discord channel that you can get in touch with me and the other contributors. There are very good many mailing lists from. They are segmented by topics that you can join, and you can find the OCA modules here at odoocommune.org/.shop. You can find the code of these modules here at GitHub, and if you want to know the news about Odoo, I recommend that you use Twitter, that you create a Twitter account and find who they are, the OCA contributors in this link, and follow them on Twitter. Okay. In this figure, you can see the structure of a common Odoo project. In the middle, we're gonna have the Odoo core, that's open source core. We can download here, and we complement it with the Odoo Community Association modules. And if the customers pay the Odoo Enterprise with the Odoo Enterprise modules, and in the end, we create some custom code that adapts the whole code of the system. Okay, let's start to build your Docker environment. Although there are many ways to run Odoo, it's high important that you know how to deploy it manually, because if you have a problem with Docker, oh, uh, and you don't know how to solve it, the thing's gonna can be a mess, and you really need to know the basics. Okay, and if you don't know it very well, I recommend that you check the install and deploy of the official Odoo documentation, and maybe search on internet. There are a lot of good blog posts that teach a lot too. And for the Docker implementation, there are many ways to do that. There's the Odoo official Docker image, there's the Axon Docker, the Tecnativa, and the Camp2Camp. All they are good, but and I'm used to use the Camp2Camp Docker project that we're gonna do a quick overview here. The Camp2Camp Docker project has three main components. The first one is the Docker itself. You can check here. They have a lot of you can read the code and see the documentation. There's a lot of things to know to understand it fully. And the Marabunta, it's a easy way. We gonna explore it a little. And the Unterm, I think that we don't have time, but a very nice tool. I overwrite the default company image and the company name with a term. Maybe if we have time, I can show you in the code, but if you try to find it, you're gonna see that there. And we're gonna install Creation AK. It's a tool built for Odoo. It does a lot of things, but in this training we only use it for two. It's used from download the add-ons from Odoo community and generate the add-ons patch. So I think that I already had it installed in my environment. And after that, we have to check that we have the Docker up and running. Okay, and did you have this command docker compose? That you have Python 3 in your environment, and that you have pip installed. Okay, well, to start your project, you have to clone okay, but here You can see a little description about it. We have the external source where the download the OCA repositories goes into, and the local source where your customers models go, and the migration scripts used with Marabunta. Here we have the extra requirements of your project. We're gonna use it in the end of this training. This is the scripts that we can write with Unterm, and the spec, the source code specification, where we can spec the Odoo, source, and the OCA repos, and other ones. Here is the Odoo source code. I recommend that you open your PyCharm or VS Code in your preference of IDE in the root of the project, because you can search in the Odoo code and the OCA code. It helps a lot. Okay. Okay, let's check your project directory. And I will enter in the folder Odoo. We made a OCA build. This command takes a while, and because it's downloading the Odoo source code. Okay, when the OCA build finish, we have to come back to the main folder and use the command docker compose build, and wait a little, because this command takes a while, because it downloads the traffic in the Postgres and builds the Odoo image. Okay, takes I don't know, I think it's 10 or 20 minutes depending on of your machine. Okay, then when the docker compose build finished, you can start the Odoo with the docker compose up. Okay, I think the Odoo is running now. Let's check. Alright, the Odoo is running, and we can log in with admin, password admin2. You see that the default image was changed, and we can see here that the main company name has changed to OCA Days 2012, and this is because the songs here, that is a basic script here that you can read later. Okay. Okay, let's continue here. We have the Odoo up and running, and we can access here from this URL, and if you want to stop it, we need to press Ctrl plus C. Okay. Now we have the Odoo up and running. Let's add a new project or a new model to improve it. I will go to the odoocommunity.org/shop and search for responsive. Here we have the web responsive from Tecnativa and Las Labs. It's a very great module. Here we have the GitHub project. Then I will go to the GitHub project and copy the clone URL and come back here to the spec file. Then web modules source version 13. Okay, and again I will come to Odoo and make some OCA build. Okay, in the end of OCA build command, we're gonna see that he echo a DONS path that we must copy to our Docker Compose file. Okay, here it is. Let me copy here and come back to my Docker Compose, and you will see that there's a small difference here, that he adds the web repository of web responsive. Okay, then I will fix it, and let's come back here. Okay, then to auto-install web responsive with a migration script, we must edit the Odoo migration file and add these lines. We increase the version and create a new entry that install or upgrade the web responsive model. Okay, and if you want to know a little more about the migration scripts, you have to read about the Marabunta of Camp to Camp. There's the link in the full documentation. Okay, and let's run again. Docker Compose up, and after this finish, we can go to the Odoo and check if it's already running. Okay, we can come back here and refresh, and we're gonna see that your Odoo is now responsive with this very nice menu here. If we change here to the mobile or come back, he adapts to our screen. Okay, now we already have the Odoo running, one OCA module installed. Let's code your first module here. To do that, we're gonna create a simple application for customer service management with Kanban, personalized workflow, and integration with email and SMS. To do that, we gonna use a tool from Axon, named Bob template. Please check, be sure to install it in your machine. I will stop to do here and check it if my Bob template's okay. I'm already have it, but you need to run it. Now we're gonna go to the local folder on Odoo, local source. It's an empty folder here, and run this command from Bob template. If you go here on the Bob template main page, you're gonna see that there's a lot of other options here that you can read. Okay, and let's come back here. If I run Bob template dot Odoo add-on, the Bob asks a few questions for you that I documented here. The name of the model, customer service. It's not a OCA Acme customer service. Let's change the version to version 13. Acme 2020. Okay, if you check here, we have a folder with the add-on name, and this folder has two files. One is the underneath is determines that this folder is a Python module folder, and the under manifest determine that this is a Odoo module that has a license, a website, version, and other things that we're gonna use in the future here. Okay, to check that your dummy model, your empty model is running, we need to come back here on the Odoo migration and increase the version again and change the model name to customer service. Then let's start the Odoo again and check that everything is well and running, and of course our model was installed. Up. Oh, not here. Here. Okay, do you try to install our model here, and after that he starts again, and let's go here and refresh your page. Okay, let's go to apps and search for customer service. Here is your model already installed. Okay, it's nice to see that these two simple files can make a Odoo model. Okay, a tip here, when you start to develop, the best way to go further is with little baby steps. We do little baby steps here. We create a empty model and install it. It's just a check that everything's is going well. We have the models working well. We have this folder in the add-ons path, and another other checks that we must do to ensure that the model is well working in the environment. Okay, now we're gonna add in a new business model to your model. A model will represent the business process, the data that you want to store, and its behaviors, and the basics. Each model is a Python class that's with classes Odoo.models.model. Each model is generally mapped to a single database table. Each attribute of the model represents a database field. Without this, Odoo gives you a automatically generate access API that make queries automatically, and if you want to know more, there's a lot of tips in the full documentation about this, but it's a common pattern in the systems of today, named the active record pattern, and a lot of good stuff that Odoo ORM does to you, but I don't have time to explain here. Let's go to the practice here. The CRM lead model it's something like this, that you have the name, you have the partner, that's meant to one field, you have the active, that's a boolean, the email from, the description, that is a text field. It's something like that you can describe your model, your business model, with fields, and maybe with methods here to determine the model behavior. Okay, for create our first model, we're gonna use the Bobby templates from Action 2. We're gonna copy this and come back to our local folder, and inside it we have the Odoo local customer service. Then we gonna run it and fill it like this: version 13, model gonna be customer, forgot, customer dot service dot ticket. It's not a inherited model. I'm gonna press no here. We need a form view, we need a search view, we need a tree view, we need a action, and access rule. We need a demo data 2, Acme 2012. Okay, yeah, the Axon automatically update the model importing. Okay, if we see here, that's a little easier. We come here, the customer service tickets are already imported here automatically, and we're gonna have our model definition here. That's a little empty right now, but still we have one field here, and your user access rules here. Okay, and our views here, that if I show you, we're gonna be a form view, a search view, and a tree view, and action, and the menu here. Okay, yeah, before we install our install not before we upgrade our model, we need to fix some settings. Okay, first we're gonna create a new menu, that's a main menu. Okay, and relate customer service menu with this main menu, and ensure that we have the create, write, and delete access rules, because in the Odoo new versions, the admin don't have the default create and write rules. Okay, let's see here. To do that, first we're gonna go to the Odoo SA website and download some item here. Okay, in the end of this page there's a lot of items. Let me try some one of them. Maybe this one, like PNG. Okay, oops, save yes. Let's go to OCA days, training, Odoo, local, customer service. We're gonna create a folder named static, another one inside, description, things that, icon, let me see, yeah. Then we're gonna create a new file in the views folder. Okay, the file gonna be customer service menu view.xml. Okay, then we're gonna copy this snippet here. Oh, should be faster. And there's a new record on the table UI menu with ID customer service main menu, with the name and the web icon structure, file structure here that we already downloaded. Okay, then we need to do a little more things now. We need to ensure that our model manifest imports this file. Okay, I'll put here customer service main menu, and in the next step we're gonna change here the I will copy this external ID here, and I make a mistake here. Maybe it's customer service menu view, and if you go to the customer service ticket, in the end here there's a to do that we need to put your menu reference here, and then if I split here to show, we're gonna see that this reference comes here. Okay, this is the main menu, the parent menu of this one. And let me see, this is already done. This is true. The things that here ensure that you put the main menu on before the customer service ticket, because the order here matters. And this we already done too. Let me see, in the last item we need to go to our security folder. Let me close these guys up here, come back, security, and we're gonna see that we don't have permission to create, to write, and to unlink this record. I will change these guys here and this is all. If you want to know more about the security rules and the Odoo security, please check the full documentation in HTML or PDF. If you don't know yet, here you can open and you have the full documentation, the full code, and the slides too. Okay, let's continue. To don't create a lot of migration scripts with no servantry. I will teach you a new command here that you can update your model by the command line here. Okay, let me copy it a little big here. Let me try, and it's docker run odoo /update / stop after need, and you're gonna see that Odoo Odoo we get an error here. Let's check. This file doesn't exist. Let's come back to our model here, view, and check here. Customer service. Oh, this name is wrong. Let's rename here. Customer service menu view. Okay. Let's try it again. Okay, your model is installed, and let's see how it be. Let me see here. We have a customer service, our customer service model here with our model customer service ticket. And if we create, we already have the field name here, and everything works well. We can create, we can duplicate it, we can access the second one, we can delete it. Now at this moment we have a basic model that we can install, save, and edit data with a tree view and a farm view, but we need more. We need to add some fields here. Then I will copy these fields to our Python here, and let me continue. These fields here, we have a description that is a HTML field, user ID that's a relational field, and relation with the table his user, and the partner ID that's related to his partner, and related field that it's the partner mail that is inside this table. Of course, if you need to know more about the fields and the models, please check the full documentation. There's a lot of links there. In the next one, we're gonna put these fields in the view, because if we update the model, you're gonna see that this field is not in the view yet. To do that, we need to find the view here. We have the farm view. Let me see. We add here the fields after the field name. name, and okay. Let's go here to the tree view and put two fields to get things more interesting. And let me see. Okay, then we update our model. Okay, to see this guy is working. Let me run it again. Okay, everything goes well. Let's start to do again. Wait a little moment. Okay, let me see here. It's everything's go well. Okay, we have the user and partner here on the tree view, and if we go inside the form view, we have the HTML field here, the user that's a related one, and the partner that's related to. And if we change the partner, he gets the email automatically for us. Helps a lot. Okay, to add a Kanban without coding a lot, we will use a very nice yoga model named the base Kanban stage. In this moment of this talk, the model isn't migrated yet to the version 13. Then we will use a pull request instead of the main branch. Okay, this is a good way to review other contributor work, and we just have to be careful if we're gonna use it in a production environment, because maybe it can change in this meanwhile. Okay, let's open here. We're gonna have this pull request that's it's opened by myself March 31, and it's not yet review yet. If you can, please review. Let's check here. We're gonna click on this link here, and instead of cloning the OCA URL, we're gonna clone the Kami URL. Okay, and it's gonna be something like that. Okay. Let's go to our spec, named commit server tools. Oops, modulus. Here we're gonna put the model name and src, the name of the branch. Let me copy here, it's easier. Sorry, we have so little time, but if you are developing for real, please don't use Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, because bad things happen. Okay, let's go. We're gonna add the base Kanban. Here now is right, base Kanban stage in your model dependencies. Okay. Yeah. Now we have to add the base Kanban stage to our model dependencies. We go here and put a new entry. Okay. And for now, let me see. Because we do modules, use this tag here with the model name inside. Odoo, sorry, aka automatically creates a link on the folder links here. Yeah, we just have to run it. Let's go to the Odoo folder, OCA build, and we're gonna see that after downloading the Kami server tools, you're gonna create here a link of base command stage, and the links folder is already on the Docker Compose add-ons patch. Okay, then we don't have to add it, but this happened only because we use this notation here. Then it only takes just one specific model of this branch, and if you are using the server tool from OCA, you can use the normally because there's no conflict. Okay. Okay, everything's go well. Let's try to start your Odoo, but we have to remember that we need to upgrade the version because we add a dependence here. Okay, and before I run Odoo, let's do some new steps here. We need to if you want, you can see the base Kanban stage here. There's some instructions here how to use the model, but let's go to the prats here. We have to insert a new let me find it, local customers modules customers. Yeah, we have to tell that our model inherits from base Kanban abstracted. When we do it, all the functionalities of base Kanban structures are add to our model, and now it have a lot of other fields, and it's a very nice strategy to copy functionalities. Okay, then we have to create a new Kanban view on our view source code. Let's go there, and you're gonna see how simple is that. Just add a new record here of the Kanban. Okay, and this view inherits from base Kanban abstract 2, and in the let me fix it. Sorry. Okay, in the card body, we add partner ID field. Okay, and another thing that we need to do is to add a Kanban view mode here to ensure that your action calls a Kanban view 2, and this order is the order that's default displayed to the user. Okay. Yeah, everything's right. Another thing, we need to put the field on the header here. We're gonna put the field. This field is one field that was on the base Kanban abstract, is not here, but when we do that, we aggregate these fields to our model. Okay, and doing that, let me check here. Okay, this is the Miléo features. The next one, let's update our model and see what's going on. Let's do a Docker Compose up, and we're gonna have to base Kanban is installed and customer service is uploaded. Okay, very nice. Maybe I make a mistake here or not. No, it's maybe some trick that I have to fix on the pull request, but everything okay. Let's check that our customer service view already have a Kanban here. Okay, and we're gonna add some columns here. Let's try to do and doing and done. Okay, if I create a new record, let me see. Here red starts on to do. Okay, test. Let me try. Save and very nice. If I change here, okay, it's doing as well. Okay. Now we're gonna add some new features in our model. Okay, to add the email features, we need to do it's first of all it's add mail to our model dependence here. We need to put here a new dependence like named mail is the Odoo SA module. This is OCA module. Okay, and another thing that we need to do is add mail thread to the inherit list of our model, same as we did with base Kanban abstract. And there's the last one. We need to improve the view to display the email fields. Okay, this is we already done yet. There's another thing that we need to do. It's oh sorry, I can't click on Ctrl C here, but let me find it. Here we're gonna change from this one to this one, and then now we're gonna have a list of dependencies. Okay, we have to erase this, and now we add the abstract and the mail thread functionalities to this model. Okay, then we need to go to the farm view and add these two lines here. That these two lines are the email fields that we want to display on the screen, the followers and the messages. Okay. Now if I stop the do and run it again and refresh the page, we're gonna see that the email is up and running, and we can send emails from there. And the Odoo email module, it's very nice. You need to read the source code of it, because there's it has a lot of functionalities that you can use, and like reading email content when you receive, sending emails with templates or with simple texts, sending messages, and a lot of good stuff that you can only learn it if you can read the code and see everything that the mail model does. Okay, and if we refresh here, we're gonna see that now we have a message on the right side, and I can, if I put here and try to send the email is not configured, but we have here all the communications attached to this record. If we create a new one, and he has his own email history. on the right side. Okay, let's continue here. Now we're gonna handle how to we gonna send SMS with Odoo. First of all, Odoo SA, Odoo and Odoo SA has his own provider to send SMS, but we override it this behavior to send the SMS with the provider of our choice. Okay, I do a Google quick search here, and I found a provider named Nexmo, and we gonna make a model called XMS Nexmo, and we will propose it to OCA. Okay, and here's the main syntax of the Nexmo. It's a provider. They already have a Python library, and it's very easy to send SMS with Python here. We can see the example. Okay, and let me try here. To send SMS, we must override two Odoo SA methods. The method is send SMS and send SMS batch. Okay, and we're gonna create a module that change this behavior. Let me tell this in another way. On source, this is the Odoo main repository, and we have here the XMS. Here the XMS module. Okay, he has a lot of models here. We are talking about the SMS API here. This is a very small module that send the SMS to the Odoo servers. Okay, we gonna change this behavior and send it to the Nexmo server. Okay, and this time we will not create the module SMS Nexmo at the local source folder. We will create and send a pull request at the OCA project connector telephone. But to do that, we need to ensure a few things. First, we have a fork of this project. Then let's go to the link and see if we having a fork here. We have to be logged, and then I will click here on fork, and let's use here Kami fork. Okay. After that, we need to add your fork URL to the spec YAML. Let me copy it. Okay, come back here and okay, let's do it. Then we need to run a build to update and get your new add-ons path. Okay. Now we have to copy it and remember to put here the new add-ons path. Let me show to you. The new one has the connector telephone. Okay, now we have to go to the connector telephone folder and create your module called SMS Nexmo with the help of the glorious Mr. Bob template. And SMS Nexmo. Yeah, this is Nexmo. It's Okadon now. Let me copy the summary here. It's easier. Version 13 and Kami in 2012, and the website will gonna be github.com/oca/connector telephone. Yeah. Yes, if we run 3 here, we're gonna have the default readme and the OCA icon here, and the two that we already know, the dunder niche and the dunder manifest here. Now we have to go and tell that our new module connector telephone will depend of the SMS of Odoo SA. Okay, and now we're gonna have to change the behavior of 2 models to make our model work as well. Okay, first we need to save the Nexmo key and secret, because if we go back here to our example, we see that the Nexmo receives a key and a secret, and we have to store it. Let's come back here where we are. Yeah, here. And we have to override these two methods of the SMS API to change the behavior of the dildo. Okay, let's start with the YAP account here, and we're gonna copy this to be faster, and let's go. I'm in the wrong folder. We have to do inside the SMS Nexmo, and let's do it. 13 and yap.account. We're gonna inherit it, yes, because we are changed the behavior of the yap model of the core. Okay, and we need the farm view, and the others we don't need anymore. Okay, and no demo data. 2012. Another thing that I forgot to put on the documentation is that our model must depend of the EAP tool, because we gonna manipulate the EAP views, and if we don't do that, we're gonna get an error. Okay, first let's start with the model. Put in these 2 fields here, key and secret. They will gonna be char, and okay, we're gonna extend the app model, adding these 2 fields, key and secret, but to they be accessed by the user, we need to put this on the view. And to do that easily, we're gonna start to do again, and see a very good tip that I can show you how you can get the correct name of the view that you are inheriting. Then let's see if you do is already started. Okay. Okay, I got now it's starting. Let's see. We're gonna go to settings, and in the end of the page Here's a button here named activate the developer mode. Okay, maybe I'm already on that, and let's try again. For you that don't know, we have to go to the settings menu, and if you go to the option technical, we're gonna see the YAP account here, and the YAP account here, if we want go to the farm view here, then we go to the bug here in the up right, and goes to edit farm view. This view represents this wizard represents the view, the farm view that's behind it, and here we have the external ID of this view. Then we can copy it and put here on the XML. And another thing, we're gonna put two fields, field name, but your two fields gonna appear in a position, it's after the field account token here, and we're gonna create here our field, name it key, and name it secret. Okay, now we have to go to the Odoo, and remember to do this is to go to our migration and create a new version of your system that use the SMS next more. Okay, let's come back here and Docker Compose up to start to do. Then let's check if we got everything's right. Here it is okay, and now we gonna create a new model, inherited model SMS API. Let's see if everything's going well. Odoo starts our model and XMS next and stop it and start it again. Let's go to this view and refresh it to see if we have the new fields here. All right, here it is. Then let me see. Let's come back here and stop Odoo. Come back to the Odoo external connector SMS Nexmo and call Bob again, version 13 and SMS API. We inherited two, but we don't need any views, and no for almost everything. Oh, let's see here what we need to do. This is a trick that requires a lot of time because we're gonna have to rebuild the project. And here is the Nexmo project on Pipe, and there's a lot of other stuff that we can do with this API, but we only using the SMS API, okay? And for that, we need to go to our project root and edit the requirements.text to add the Nexmo dependency here. Okay, I edit this file here and put the Nexmo here inside it. And now I need to go to the Odoo root and do a docker compose build. When I'm doing that, this command will reprocess the requirements.txt and install the Nexmo inside the Docker for us. Okay, let's continue here. We can use it in our new class with the simple syntax here. Let me see. Models SMS API. We have to put our imports here, and there's another detail. SMS API, it's an abstract model, it's not a common model. An abstract model is a model that has a temporary time in the database. After the vacuum, the records are erased in the database, and we use it a lot when we are making wizards to the user. Okay, but you can see in the Odoo documentation and on other links that I give it to you. Okay, now you can understand the code later, but it's just a simple implementation here that we have the send XMS here and send XMS method Nexmo. Okay, we access our EAP account named nexmo.xms, and if this is not is this record don't exist, we just call super. Okay, we continue with the chain of calls and the chain of responsibility of the other modules that can extend the XML API. Okay, and in the next slide we have, I need to override this function to send them as SMS batch. Okay, we just put in here how we can integrate our customer service model with SMS. Okay, before we get our hands dirty and integrate our models with SMS, it's important that you understand some things. First, when we change the definition of our model so that it inherits from mail thread, like this one, we make him acquire all the functionalities of the email model. Okay, but when we install the Odoo SA SMS model, we add new features to the mail thread model. Then consequently, we are able to communicate by SMS as well. Okay, when we create a model called XMS Nexmo, we change the default behavior of sending XMS via Odoo SA EAP to send via Nexmo. Okay, and this is the three things that you must to understand. and before we can continue, okay? And to just create a more usual functionalities here, we're gonna add a sequence to our model and create a button that every time the user clicks, we gonna send the ticket number, the customer service number to the partner by SMS, okay? To do that, we need to create first a folder here on customer service. Let me find it. It's here. We're gonna create a folder named data. Okay, this folder, we're gonna create a file with this content, and the file name is generally the name of the model underline data.xml. Okay, let me create a new file here. Here, sequence data.xml. Okay, we're gonna create a new sequence, a new record in the model year sequence with the name customer service and with the code customer service. Okay, and we're gonna come back here to our model customer service, and we're gonna create a new field named code that he has a default behavior that is called the table year sequence, and get the next by code. That's the code we put inside here in the second field. Okay, we must just ensure that we are importing the sequence here. Then we have to put data slash year sequence data.xml and comma. Okay, and another thing to good and very well usability is to put the code in the view. Let me try it. We're gonna put here before the field name, and in the tree view we're gonna put here before the name too. Okay, and now the last thing that we need to do is we're gonna add a button to our header here, and this button, let me explain to you, has a name and the type object and a string. Okay, the string is the label that will be displayed by the user. The type object says that this button calls a function, and the name is the name of the function or the method that we must put in our model here. Then we have to put some new method here for record in self, and we're gonna call record dot message. I forgot, but message SMS here. With this guy, we are able to send using the SMS and mail thread methods that we are sending SMS to our partner with this number here that we just code. Okay, let's stop to do the We already have here the maybe the Nexmo. Let me see. He installed the Nexmo here automatically, and now we can. Oh, I think we have a typo here. Okay, it's abstract model. Let me find you. Okay, let's try again. Okay, and then let's check that your method is working well. We're gonna create a new ticket here, like name I don't know, test, and create a description and a second to maybe Brandon here and save. We're gonna click on send object by SMS, and here it is. And if we can check here in my messages, we can see that is working as well. Okay, now we check that everything goes well. Our model is sending SMS. We can commit the model of connector telephone and send it to the OCA with a nicely pull request. Let me see, Odoo external connector, and I really like the git and we can see here all the code that we are implementing and sending to the OCA. This is just uh, this is just a start of the pull request, but we can have the some fixes later and maybe open a draft pull request set of OCA. Okay, and let's see new SMS next move. It's okay. Send SMS with Nexmo API. And let me see, git push origin 13. Maybe it's better if we git checkout minus b SMS Nexmo git push origin 13. Okay, and then we can click here, and then we're gonna create a pull request from 13 SMS Nexmo to 13, and we make with draft here, and voila, it's now other people can review it and see if this model helps them too. Okay, and for that we finish our training here. Just to make a review, we understand how to set up your project from a project template. Besides that, we use how to use and add OCA models to the project, how to create our own model, and how to create a simple OCA model. Of course, that's more about how you can send your model in the complete PDF. Okay, there's more instructions there, but this is the beginning. And if the codes helps someone, can maybe the guys from OCA can help you to handle and to close this pull request, for example, and to make the model integrate with the OCA. And we are open to question now. And I like to thank all the OCA sponsors, and feel free to reach me on social media. Have a nice OCA days. Hi guys.
So, Felipe, Luis, can you hear me?
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. It's a little
Cool.
heavy, guys.
There is some echo on your side. Probably your
Oh,
micro or your headset is not connected properly.
yeah. I'm trying to fix it. It's okay now.
Probably. Okay. So, first of all, Luis, thank you for your talk and your training. Is there anyone that would like to ask question to Luis? After a long training, I would expect some questions, even small ones.
Hey guys.
Hello. I want to ask a question.
Guys, there is someone that maybe who's speaking. Okay, I mute you.
Okay.
And it seems you have some noise in
Hello.
the room. Yes, we hear you, but there is some noise. Anyway, just ask your question, please.
Okay. I can see this module was based on Nexmo, and we are an Odoo company, Odoo-based company in Nigeria here. And for us in Nigeria, Nexmo is very expensive. So this model should be able to help us integrate our local SMS gateways. I presume so, though I came late to the conference, and that's where it will add more volume. So if we want to do that, does it mean we have to do take down the module and try to edit it to get our Nigerian SMS gateways, which we can afford? Like we provide Odoo services to companies in the market, SMEs, and why they buy our Odoo services because we've been able, we know in Nigeria here we have economic situation. We can't buy, dollar is expensive, so we can buy Nexmo at euro prices, at dollar prices. We want it in our own local SMS gateways we can afford, 4 naira per SMS. So do we have to really touch this module again before
Well,
we can integrate our local Nigerian SMS gateways? That's my question.
Luis, do you answer?
Yeah.
I do.
Of course, you can use your own gateway. It's just an example. I use the Nextmo because I don't know. It's give me free credits to test it, but you can use your local provider. It's just you do the same. You can copy the SMS Nextmo and overwrite the app functions, and well, it's gonna work.
And you search and replace all around.
Okay. Okay.
Well, of course, you will have to implement your own logic to deal with that specific client. So, so first of all, you have to make sure that you have a Python library to deal with, and then you have to plug it in your own module, of course.
Okay. Okay. That's all I want to know.
Okay, good. Thank you. Is there any other question? Seems
So,
not.
hey,
Marcos.
Simone.
Hey, ciao.
Ciao. Hi, everyone. Thank you very much for these wonderful OCA days. So one of the things I noticed is in the YAM files, Luis, the syntax when you're adding a Git repo is not totally Git syntax, right?
No, it's a syntax that AK and Git aggregate uses to process and do their stuff. Okay, it's not a Git.
Yeah. So one of the questions is it Git compatible? Like if I use like for example a B flag for the branch, it will work.
Yeah. It's there's a lot of compatibility. For it, you need to read about the Git aggregator. You can do merges and a lot of things in the syntax.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, basically the YAML file as a predefined schema, and then you define the sources and the branches or the commits or the pull request that you want to merge together. So I mean, this is a standard workflow in my and also in many companies daily workflow is as soon as you do your job, you propose a change in the OCA, you don't wait to integrate it in your pull request. Sorry, in your project. So what you do is that you have a file for the pending merge in your project, one or multiple files, depending on how you use it, and then you declare all the pending merges that you want to include there, and you run a command, and it's going to aggregate them all, consolidate them, and push it to your own fork of that specific project or repository, and that's it. So then you don't have to wait for it to be merged.
Yeah, for example, Marcus, this is the way that we are using the Brazilian localization in our customers today. We don't we use the open pull requests and merge them in a single version, and with the spec file, it's easy.
Yeah, it becomes tricky when by chance you aggregate one or two or more PRs that touch the same file, like OCA dependency or requirements. So there you might have conflict, and then the aggregation might be broken, and you have to solve the conflict by hand. But like in the 80% of the cases, it's just fine.
Yeah, you can mix it with the links too, and uh, join modules that already that are not in the main version yet, and this helps a lot.
Yeah. Any other question? Seems not. Marcos, do you have any other question?
No, that's all, guys. Thank you.
Okay, good. Then thank you again, Luis, Felipe, for this talk. Thank you, everybody, for your participation. And I encourage you to switch meeting and go to the track number 2, whereas we're going to have a talk on the future of the OCA, and then likely a daily wrap-up for the co-sprint. Okay.
Thank you. Bye bye, Simone.
Thank you, everyone. See you. Bye-bye.